welcome back to Goodnight Lighthouse. I'm Miss Dorothy and I'm here to read you another story. And we've been reading books about stranger danger. You know, teaching you what to do if you ever come across a stranger or if somebody you don't know tries to talk to you. This is a big lesson and we've been reading some great books. I think it was yesterday we read a book called Never Talk to Strangers. That was a good book. But you know what today's book is called? This is important because it's called Never Ever Talk to Strangers. Never ever talk to strangers. That means all the time. Wow, I wonder why this book is so important and says never ever. We're going to have to get into this book and find out what's going on with this little guy. And if that's a stranger. This is an important book. I need you to be ready. Are you ready to hear this book with Miss Dorothy? Good. I need you to sit up and listen up because here we go. Never Ever Talk to Strangers. Written by Anne Marie Pace, illustrated by Guy Francis. Climbing down the school bus steps, Jamie opened his jacket so Mom would see the shiny badge Officer Crane had pinned to Jamie's shirt during the school assembly. Super Safety Expert, Mom read. Congratulations! Wow, Jamie got a badge at school. While he ate his snack, Jamie told Mom all the rules Officer Crane had taught them. Strangers are people you don't know. If a stranger talks to you, you should yell and run away. And Mrs. Otter hung my Never Talk to Strangers poster on the wall, he said. Wow, they learned about stranger danger at school. Later, Mom needed to clean the garage, so Jamie went to the backyard to kick his soccer ball. Thwack! Jamie's first kick sent the ball bouncing into the net. Thwack! So did his second. Thwack! His third ball soared over the net. It landed in the yard of the empty house next door. Jamie slipped through a gap in the fence to retrieve it. Oh, I don't know if he should leave the yard without telling Mom. Looking for this? A voice said. Jamie jumped. No one had lived in that house since the Wolf family moved. But someone Jamie had never seen before was holding the ball. Thanks, Jamie said, stretching out his hand for the ball. Jamie took a couple of steps forward. Uh-oh. But then the late afternoon sunlight glinted off Jamie's chest and he remembered his shiny badge. His tummy started to do flips. Who was this person? And what was he doing in the wolf's backyard? Jamie froze. This was a stranger. What has Officer Crane said to do about strangers? Oh, come on, Jamie, try to remember. You're a stranger, Jamie yelled, and he dashed back through the fence. Mom! Mom! He ran toward his back porch and leaped up the steps. Inside, he slammed the door and turned the lock. He leaned against the door, his heart pounding. Good job, Jamie. Mom rushed into the kitchen. Jamie, she cried, I heard you yelling. Seeing Mom made him feel safer. I talked to a stranger, he told her. Then I got really scared. Mom hugged him. Everything is fine now, buddy, she said. You're safe. Jamie looked down at his badge. But I'm not a super safety expert. I broke Officer Crane's #1 rule. Never talk to strangers. The doorbell rang. Hold on, Jamie, Mom said. We'll talk more in a minute. Mom stood up and walked to the front hall. Jamie unpinned his badge and stuffed it in his pocket. He didn't want to wear it anymore. Oh no, he's not feeling very good about himself right now. Mr. Fox, Mom said. Her voice sounded cheerful. How good to see you. Jamie peeked around the corner. It was the man from next door. Why was Mom letting the stranger into the house? And why was Mom smiling at him? I've unpacked and I wanted to say hello, Mr. Fox said, and I brought this ball back. Jamie ran into the hall and tugged Mom's skirt, pulling her ear down to his mouth. Mom, that's the stranger. Don't let him in. Never talk to strangers. For a moment, Mom looked confused. Mr. Fox isn't a stranger. He was my piano teacher when... Suddenly, Mom paused, nodding in understanding. I see what you mean, Jamie. I've known Mr. Fox since I was a little girl, but of course, he is a stranger to you." Mr. Fox stretched out his hand. "I'm sorry I scared you, Jamie," Mr. Fox said as they shook hands. "I shouldn't have talked to you," Jamie said. "I didn't know you yet." Mom knelt beside Jamie. "You did talk to a stranger, Jamie, and I can see why you're upset. But let's talk about the things you did right." Jamie thought, then began counting on his fingers. "Well, when I realized he was a stranger, I stopped walking towards him. Then I shouted that I didn't know him and I yelled for a parent." He touched his third finger. "And then I ran away as fast as I could, got inside and locked the door." Mom squeezed Jamie's hand. "It sounds to me like you're a super safety expert. Jamie did do all the right things." "You did exactly the right things, Jamie," Mr. Fox said. "I hope we can be friends now that your mom has told you it's okay." "Why don't you show Mr. Fox your badge?" Mom said. Jamie slowly pulled the badge out from his pocket and handed it to Mr. Fox. Mr. Fox turned it around and admired it. "This is a mighty fine badge. May I?" Jamie nodded, and Mr. Fox pinned the badge back on Jamie's shirt. "I happen to have a delicious apple pie next door," said Mr. Fox. "Now that we're friends, would you and your mom like to come over for tea?" Smiling, Jamie nodded. It was good to have a new friend. It was even better to know he had done the right things, and he was an awesome knowing that he was a super safety expert after all. Wow, that was a good book. Jamie learned such an important lesson. Oh my goodness. At first, Jamie came home from school and said he got a badge because he had done really good when it came to stranger danger. But then his ball went into the yard next door and he went after it and he started to talk to the stranger. But then he remembered and he ran home to his mom. That was so good. And then it turns out that the fox wasn't a stranger. It was a friend of Mom's. So Mom said, you can talk to him now. This was a good book and such an important lesson. You know, if you're not sure if your mom knows somebody, don't talk to them until Mom or Dad says it's okay. Never, ever talk to strangers. I like this book. We are reading some great books about stranger danger, and I hope you're paying attention because Mom and Dad and me and your teachers, we all want you to be safe. We don't want you going near people you don't know. That's just not safe. Wait to find out whether or not Mom or Dad know them. Wait to find out whether or not your teacher knows them. Then they'll tell you if you can go over there. That's the best rule. Never, ever talk to strangers. I hope you remember that tomorrow because tonight it's time for all my little foxes to get into bed. I need you to get under your covers, get cuddled up, curled up, ready for a really good night's sleep. Give Mom and Dad lots of hugs and kisses. Thank them for taking such good care of you. And tomorrow, when you're playing ball in the yard, if the ball goes out of the yard, don't go after it. Go tell Mom and Dad. Somebody will get the ball for you. And when you're doing that, obey and obey right away. And then come back and see Miss Dorothy. I'm going to be sitting right here, ready to read another book to you. Bye! Thanks for reading with Miss Dorothy. I hope you enjoyed this book, and I hope you'll come back soon to read another. What's your favorite book? Drop Miss Dorothy a note and let me know. I'll go find it, and I'll read it to you. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share. I'll see you soon.